Hey YouTube, it's me, Taylor. It's pretty late, but that's because me and my best friend, Cornisha Mitchell, aka 1014 Shawty, go hit her up. We were sitting here having a deep old conversation. How this came about, basically one of our friends back home from church just basically told us that his mom was getting married, and he was telling me about how he felt about it and stuff. And then, I don't know how we got on the topic of sex, but we did, and how not disgracing the church because we love our church and we love God, but how the church doesn't really talk about sex because I think they're too scared that if they talk about it, it's going to make the kids want to go out and do it. When really it's not the case. If they don't talk about it, they're going to find out from the world, and we don't want that. So if we don't talk about it in the church, they're going to find out from one of their little friends. That's what happened to me. I found out by my friends because somebody I know that's close to me gave me the Bible aspect, and I'm not saying that's wrong. Everybody should know the Bible aspect of it, but I didn't know the emotional connection that comes with it, and I knew about diseases and stuff. Yeah, I learned about that in school, but I didn't know how deep it is emotionally and mentally, and sometimes physically. I didn't know. I did not know. So that's why I'm in that pickle, and I just feel that if they let us, the older ones, not talk to like the kids that are like 10, but like, the ones that are in high school who gonna face this stuff, and let them know, like, not like in detail what we did, but just the stuff we did and how, like, yeah, we messed up, but now that we older and we look back on what we did, we see, yeah, it was messed up and God was right there and stuff like that. If they let us tell them instead of the adults, because kids receive stuff better from people close to their age than adults. Because when adults talk to us, we're just like, okay, yeah, they just don't want us to have fun and all that stuff. When in actuality, they're actually telling them the same thing that we're going to tell them. But we're just going to tell them and give it to them real. Adults like to beat around the bush on it because it's a touchy subject. No, if you don't tell the kids, they'll find out for somebody else. And then they'll find out that sex is fun. Not saying that it's not, because it is, but it's like a natural thing, and they won't really fully understand how serious sex is and why people say they should wait, even if it's not their pastor, but it's like the TV commercial telling them to wait. It's because it's a lot more they can handle that they're not ready for. I know this personally. I experienced this personally. A lot of my friends have too. I just feel that if they're going to tell us not to do it and give us the Bible aspect, they need to give us the whole thing, not just the Bible aspect of it. Because these kids ain't ready for it. I wasn't ready for it. A lot of my friends weren't ready for it. But we're learning from it. And then we were talking about the whole tattoo and piercing thing, because we didn't understand how adults in the church could sit there and tell us teens, like, what you're doing is wrong, and they get on us so hard about it, but they be the main ones doing it too. Like, I could count some adults in the church who had sex without marriage, and then they be the main ones looking at us saying, oh, you're bad, or oh, your daughter's a whore, or she's a hoe because you run around here having sex with all these boys in school, when they be the main ones doing the same thing too, but they're just older. I don't get it, because in God's eyes, everybody's on the equal playing field, no matter what age you are. So I don't really understand why adults will say that we're a hoe or we're acting out because we're having sex when they're doing the same thing. Or how they would look at us and look it up in the Bible, tattoos and piercings are wrong, when they be walking around the church with freaking 5 tattoos on parts that you can't see because it's covered. And some of them still get like new tattoos. So it's just like, how do you sit there and say that? And there be an issue, we're talking about how some of them say, like, we're not trying to be different. Was it acting like everybody else? Following the trend, when some of them were going up and buy the latest iPad or get the latest Gucci shoes or change the hairstyle because they saw, like, what, Yolanda Adams with this nice colored weave or something. And it's like, you look at us when we walk around with a pair of J's or get the latest haircut or, you know, talk the latest slang or whatever. And you look at us and say, you're not being an individual. So I'm not being an individual because I have 3 pairs of J's. I don't like every pair of shoes that Jordan comes out with, but I like him and his stuff overall. But it doesn't mean I'm going to go out and buy the latest pair of J's. It doesn't mean I'm going to go out and buy the latest iPad. Why would I need an iPad if my computer can do the same thing? I don't get it. My friend Nisha doesn't get it. But all we see is that it's just cool and they're advertising it everywhere, so we must get it. And somebody told us that we were following the trend because me and her, we got piercings. She got her lip piercings, you know. I got my belly button pierced. And they asked us, like, why'd you get it? We told them, because we wanted it. Why'd you want it? We thought it was cute. Why'd you think it's cute? I don't know. We just thought it was cute. And they told us we wouldn't have thought it was cute unless we didn't see everybody with one. No, there's some piercings that I'm not with. Like, I think the eyebrow piercing is cute, but I don't know if I'll do that. But like the big old spacer earlobe things, no, I would never do that. No, I don't think that's cute, but I'm not like dissing anybody who got it. But I don't get that either. There's a lot of things I don't get that adults try to point out, like they're just so hard on the youth, but yet they're not telling us what to do.
Like adults can get away with stuff that teens can't, but we all do the same thing.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure you heard her. She's in the bed right now. That's why you're not seeing her right now. But guarantee me and her, we're probably going to have a lot more of these little epiphany things, and we're going to catch it on film. But I don't get it. I don't get how they can tell us that we're rushing into something when they be the main ones in like a 6 month life, like 6 months. Oh, we're dating. Oh, we're getting married. I don't get that either. In 6 months, I don't get it. Because at the end of the day, it's still marriage no matter how old you are. It's still marriage. You're still going to face the same things. It just might be in a different situation. But the basics of marriage, not saying that I know, but I'm just saying you're going to face the same things no matter what age you are. So there's a lot of things I don't understand. So if anybody out there can break this down to us, or you feel the same way or whatever, you know, feel free to comment on this video, whatever. It's just, it's mind-boggling to us. And I just feel that if the church really lets us young ones who have been through the same things that these teens are going through and we came out of it, if they actually let us sit down and talk to them and keep it 100, I guarantee, not all the teens, because I can't speak for everybody, but I guarantee we're going to change some lives, because they're not telling the teens and the young ones what's really going on. They're not addressing the stuff that we really face. They're just saying, oh, be the light. Be the light. Okay, so if I'm sitting here making out with a boy, how am I going to be a light in this situation? Because now he's trying to get in my pants. So you're not telling me how I can get out of this. You're just telling me kissing leads to sex. Don't do it. Well, it's natural. You teens, we gonna kiss. We like kissing. That's what it is. But and if we know we're not ready for something, but it's just there, and we still have time to stop it, please tell me how. Because it's so, as blonde, they always say no, say no. They know good well it is not that easy just to say no. So if you could tell me how I can keep myself from getting that situation, please let me know. It's stuff like that they don't say because it's such a touchy topic, but it needs to be said. There's so much stuff that teens go through now that the church just won't address, and I don't understand why. And Nisha says probably because, like, the parents, you know, they don't want their kids coming up to them talking about, I heard sister so-and-so or brother so-and-so say this to us, and he said this, and she did, and they're going to be like, whoa, what are you teaching my kids? somehow, what they need to do, like permission slips or whatever, they need to get this heard and they need to get this said, because if somebody don't tell them, they're going to find out from their friends, they're going to find out from music videos, from the music, they're going to find out from TV shows, they're going to find out from the internet, they're going to find out from all these different places except the church, and find out the wrong stuff. They glamorize it up. That's what the public does. That's what the world does. They're going to glamorize it up, make it seem like, oh, but everybody's doing it. Yeah, everybody's doing it, but they're making it seem like it's fun and exciting, and it's just okay to do it, and nothing's going to happen. Oh, you're not going to get pregnant because on the show they didn't get pregnant. And then if they did get pregnant, they make it seem like, oh, everything's going to be okay. We're not going to be married, but we're going to live together like a little family, and we're going to be happy, shacking up. And no. In reality, most of the time that does not work. It's a small chance that that person will get married and stay together. Most of the time, it does not work. They need to quit doing that, and the church needs to tell them what's really going on and how they can handle themselves and how they can protect themselves spiritually and physically. Because, honestly, in my opinion, they're not doing a very good job of it. And that's why when you go to the church, you'll find out that almost all the teens are having sex. And maybe like...
some got babies.
Yeah, some of them got babies. Like maybe every 1 out of 5 teens got a child or had a child or got an abortion or something along them lines. So if they don't address it, this is still going to be an ongoing issue, and they're still going to be wondering why are all these teens still having sex, why are all these teens popping up pregnant, popping up with STDs, because you're not talking about it, and you're not being real with them.
Woo!
So that's all we have to say on this.
That's a long one.
So like I said, I know it's a long one. I hope you watch the whole thing, because I know a lot of people out there are feeling the same way, and it's mind-boggling because we've been bamboozled, as Nisha says, and hoodwinked, as she says. So we just thought we would say this, but we're going to have some more of these little videos, so feel free to comment and stuff. Bye.